Yeah, good evening on Facebook. Yeah, you can write. We are talking about sound systems again because we are organizing some festivals where we also need good sound. And I'm designing a lot of new systems. We can talk about that. How you would like to listen to sound. If you listen to headphones, well, I can't help you, but any other way that you want to listen to sound, music, in a magical way, we can talk about that. And I'm going to work. I need to work because I get a lot of requests um, to design custom-made sound system for people who have ideas about it. So please ask me anything about sound and how you would like to listen. If you have any idea what you would like, where you would like to listen to music, where you need a proper sound system in your car, sound bar, something portable that you can take along with you. Got a design right here. This is one that I just designed for that. A sound bar, big system. Maybe you're a musician, live music, and you need amplification. Yeah, let me know in the comments if you're listening to sound and music. Yeah, what your preferences are to listen to music on the sound system side. And are you streaming? Are you still playing CDs? Because with Rapalje, we are actually selling CDs because some people do play some CDs. Or maybe you want to play records on the sound system at home. I don't recommend playing records at the sound system in a car, something like that. CD is doable in the car, but with newer systems. Maybe you're still listening to cassette tapes um, or streaming. A lot of people stream, of course, Spotify or Tidal. So please let me know. How are you? Well, first of all, I want to know from you in the comments. Where does your sound come from? Are you a musician yourself? Are you playing in a band, and do you also need good sounds on your location, on your venues where you're playing? In the meantime, I'm going to work on this system. I'm going to do everything I need to do to prepare my little speakers for use and to get them going and to have some sound getting out of them. So yeah, several steps I need to do to do that. Starts with a little um, print, a 3D printer, and I'm printing with ASA. That's also the same material that cars are made of when it's plastic, because it's weatherproof. You can use it whatever you want, and it stays good for a long time. And then I need to put in the connections to attach it and to connect it with amplification. So these yeah, I need to work. I got a lot of things to do, and many things. Many people are asking me for sound system, and I don't have enough at the moment to provide the demand. Yeah, I'm doing some part, I'm doing a thing, and then I will look at your comments at Facebook, on YouTube, and of course on our Patreon page. So I'm putting these little thingies in the 3D print to connect the connection and to put it on the wall or to attach it to each other or to mount them on whatever you want it. Okay, so this is the first step. Okay, let me see your comments. I need my phone for that. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, on Facebook, you're writing. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. Tom is writing. I cannot react for already for a couple of weeks. This is a test. Facebook is not always easy. I'm really glad that we have a live stream on Facebook and hopefully also on YouTube. I will check it later. But Tom, a good test. So you can write. Janine is asking me, what are you doing? I'm building little speakers, sound system. So these are little loudspeakers with an amazing live sound. These sound the way musicians want them to sound, because they sound like the real thing, like real music instruments. And you can also see a new design over here. This is a bass speaker, and I also got a portable speaker here that has a battery in it, and it's really loud and really lively, and it's it sounds like a real voice, a real instrument. And I'm now preparing them. I'm putting the speakers in these little thingies, and yeah, well, if you see that, you don't believe that it. If you see this, you don't believe that it actually sounds good, but well, I'm amazed myself sometimes what it can. So people already know how to. When you're at the Rapalje concert and we have our own sound system, this is the same system that you hear when you're in the audience. So I'm building speaker. Now, please let me know if you are playing music. Where's the music coming from? Are you a musician yourself? Spotify, CDs, LPs, cassette tapes, whatever. Big reel-to-reel tapes. What have we got? Radio. It's also a possibility, of course. So please let me know. And then my second question is, how would you like to listen to that? On headphones, or are you listening to that on a speaker system or a sound bar at your in your car? And do you have any idea how to improve your way of listening to your music? Because I'm trying to improve the way you listen to your music in the most easy and best sounding way. And it's a very sophisticated system that can do everything you want with your streaming and whatever you want. So let me know. If you tell me what you want, how you want sound, I can make it happen, and I can make a system, my system already online, of course, but the systems will make it very easy to stream music, to attach a record player or a CD player or Bluetooth, cable, television, whatever you want to connect, you can do that. Bjorn is writing, the prototype I got you works like a charm, and you really won't believe how good they sound and how loud they can go. Such tiny speaker, but they blast sound. Thank you, Bjorn, for your, yeah, you got one of the first prototypes. To be honest, the prototype sounds as good as the newest version. These are the new drivers I have. I'm really lucky that I got these speakers, because my company stopped producing these speakers because I could not get these tiny, amazing, magical loudspeakers, and these are even better. They're louder, they're smaller, and they sound, yeah, the same, but now I can make them smaller. So that's easy for me. Oh, wait a minute, and you're gone. Jule, I would have asked you if you could connect 2 more speakers to my system. The answer was in a different system or different. Well, yeah, Jule, the easiest thing is if you want more speakers, just bring your system to a concert, and you get a system with extra speakers. But I also need to know if you want your speakers next to each other like this, or if you want to have them on different spots. Because if you put your speakers far away from each other, then you also need a little subwoofer like this. This is also the size of a subwoofer, like this extra. So we can talk about that, what you actually need. If you want the same sound in another room, or you want more sound in the same room, or you want it louder, you can also connect these as in a long array, or whatever you want. Easiest thing is just to bring your system, and I can we just add two speakers to it, and then you get your bigger system, or things like that. And whatever question you have about sound or sound productions, Spotify, Tidal, streaming, whatever question you have, I can now answer it. Oh yeah, I'm going to see your comments on Patreon. Let's see if, wait a minute. Where are we? Wait a minute, so many apps on my phone. I'm only here in half an hour, so I don't have a lot of time. Oh yes, also see in the Zoom meeting for more personalized questions. And we can talk about it a little bit more. Yeah, Peter de Jong has another poem. Music ain't my first love, but for most, without it, life will be tough. Do not think I don't like sound, just it equals when I'm not around. At home, so now and then a CD to clear the mind, mostly mood decides what kind. Surely a proper sound is preferable to hear. A good system makes your ears cheer. On concerts and festivals, I prefer my music to be so also the performance there is to see. Yeah, of course. Yeah. Seeing and hearing goes hand in hand. Thank you for the nice poem. And I also know from a lot of people they don't listen to sound systems because, to be honest, most sound systems you buy in retail stores at MediaMarkt or wherever you get the system, well-known brands, sounds really bad, really crappy. And you hear a little box that is trying to produce sound in your room. But that's not what I mean with good sound. Good sound is when you are in your room, you close your eyes and you think the musicians are in your room performing for you. That is good sound. That is high-end sound, in my opinion. That it sounds so real. So when somebody's talking, they say, hey, somebody's talking to me. If this sound system has a noise like breaking glass or something like that, you don't think it's a noise of breaking glass. You think there is breaking some glass somewhere. And when something is falling down or when somebody's screaming or somebody's shouting, you really think something is happening in your room or in the next room, depending on the recording. And good sound for me sounds so real that you cannot recognize it as not being real. When I hear violin playing or a piano, pianos are very hard. If your neighbor it is banging at the door and says, "Hey, nice that you have a piano. Are you playing now?" He said, "No, it's a sound system that plays a piano." Then you have a good sound system that sounds like a real instrument and a voice that sounds like real people being there in your room. And that was for 30 years was my goal in good sound. It's so good that you think it's real. And when you connect it to a television and you see a movie, something like that, you're really into the music, into the sound, into the voices, into the whole scene. Okay, so that's good sound for me. And yeah, you need good recordings, of course, for that. Okay, YouTube. Let me see you are on YouTube. We still got about 20 minutes to talk about this. So yeah, what are you listening to? Please let me know how you're enjoying sound. Like the poem it doesn't need to be a poem like from I just said, but if you'd like to hear how a real instrument sounds or a real voice, then that would be nice. Yeah, of course, best thing is to go to concerts and hear it live. Oh, many people are writing on YouTube. Very nice. Micah, I'm old school, but I still buy lots of DVDs and CDs. Okay, then you have a CD or a DVD player. If you have a DVD player, you can also play CDs. If you have a Blu-ray player, you can play everything. And if you have a PlayStation, you can also play some games. So most DVD players also play CDs, and you could also connect them to the system if you wanted to hear what's really on the CD. And a DVD is of course connected to your television, and you can connect your television to a proper sound system or a sound bar. But most sound bars don't sound so good. I did not hear a good sound bar yet. I'm designing one, so I hope for that. Micah, when I move into a new flat, I want a sound system that connects to my phone via Bluetooth, but that also can plug my microphone in because singing is live. Okay, wait a minute. When I move into a new flat, you also want to connect a microphone, but you can. That's very loud then. You can also sing acoustically because then you hear your voice like it really is. A microphone you need amplified. But you can, of course, record your microphone over a sound system and then also play it back later. But if you have a computer and you have a microphone and you can connect it, then you can record your singing. And of course, also directly play it on the sound system like that. Nice idea. I agree. Streaming is easier, but with films or niche music, I find some streaming services don't always offer what you want to watch or listen. Yeah, the problem with streaming services is that if you're watching or listening something, it can be gone. If you have Spotify or Tidal, or if you have Netflix, uh, a lot of artists or songs can easily be removed from the server, and then you don't have the music. And I'm also recording, of course, a lot of very special recordings from musicians, and you can not hear it anywhere. I am going to play. I'm going to put some old recordings we ever made on Patreon soon. After the holidays, I'm going to do many things on Patreon, special things. I got very nice recordings from Deep, from our first bands that goes 35 years back, and these recordings sounds amazing. We recorded on digitally, but also on tape, and it sounds really good. But I would let you hear soon on our Patreon page. Most of the recordings will be for free, actually, for patrons. I don't want you to pay for special things, but if you want to support us, you can, of course, become a member of Patreon for free, and also pay maybe for special things, or help us out by providing these special recordings and videos and doing these live streams. Frank Groothuis, I already have the first Pixie system. I believe it's the second you sold. Yeah, I think so. And still very happy with it. Yeah, that's 2-3 years ago. They last forever. I I didn't not have sorry. I did not have one that didn't work until now. So yeah, I listen to Spotify at my work. I don't have to get up to change CDs, and you don't hear the same artist all over again. Okay, Spotify playlists. Yeah. Hello, Laura. And yeah, you can make a playlist on Spotify, and everyone likes it. Lucy, I would like to have a better way of listening to music to play together with musicians to have more volume and better sound. Yeah, that's what we do, Lucy. When we are practicing with Sebastian, I play music, Trasvicator or other music, at the same volume as we are playing with violin, singing, and the gituki and whatever instrument. So acoustic instruments, if you have subwoofer and this system, acoustic instruments will be so loud in your room that it's the real volume that a normal violin is. And when you then play along with piano or contrabass or whatever instrument or singing, then and you would record that, and we did it a lot of times, then you could not hear what is the sound system and what is the real sound. And Lucy, for that, yeah, you need a system like Horn Audio to not only get it sound loud enough, but also good enough to think that the musicians are also playing along with you. Yeah, Frank, very interesting one. For my band, I would like to have a mobile system, but we don't earn that much yet with our gigs. Mobile system would be with battery. I got here one with battery, but that's too small. That's not for gigs yet. I already designed a system where you put 4 of these on top of them. I'm already working on a system because we also want to perform on the street, amplified a little bit, and we also want a mobile system that's very small and affordable, preferably also on batteries, maybe, where we can have a gig for 1 or 2 hours with decent volume on a very easy way, because we don't always want to get our big sound system out of the bus, and it has to be light, sound good, loud enough. I'm working on that, Frank. I will let you know as soon as it's finished. And if you want, you can try one. You can try it out. Anyone who has a good idea about the sound system, you can try it for free for 1 or 2 months, no problem, and see if it works a proper way like you want it. Micah, I agree, but a really excellent sound system costs a small fortune. Like, yeah, not even €1,000 if you have a sound system from Horn Audio. I know that sound systems cost a fortune, many thousands of euros, and I tested. I will show you. I will show you sound system. My sound system cost about 3,000 euros. The biggest one. That's this one over here. These poles. I will show it. This is my biggest system I have. This is. Wait, I show you. Oh, this is my. Sorry, this is my pride. This is my high-end system that plays along with sound systems over 30,000 euros. So if you have 30,000 euros, you can buy a sound system that sounds like this. This one doesn't even cost 3,000 euros. This is 10 times as 10 times cheaper than the same sound, the same volume, and the same impact as a 30 or 40,000 euro sound system. I tested a lot of these, and with big subwoofers, of course, and but this is exactly the same system as did, and this sounds the same as did. But this is much louder and much intense. But a good sound system does not cost a fortune anymore, because that's the reason that I'm designing for Horn Audio. I need to work. That's the reason that I designed this system for Horn Audio, because I want the best sounding system for every amount, and you can also, it grows with you. If you want more and you have extra money to spend, you just let the system grow, and then it's bigger. It sounds as good as, but more impact, a little bit louder, and it goes further. You can sit further away, like a bigger screen, bigger system. Yeah, if you have about 900 euros, you can go online at Rapalje shop, and you get a sound system that sounds, yeah, like you said, excellent. That's the reason that I designed it. I want it to be possible to have an affordable, real proper high-end system. But Mike, sometimes we see at festivals, and I can also bring a system at a festival, and just well, you know how it sounds, because you know how Rapalje sounds. It's the same system. It's the same sound, the same parts that we use for our big sound system with former Rapalje. So if you like the impact and the music from Rapalje at concerts, this is the same. Only smaller and not so loud, but loud enough. And yeah, the biggest systems on our Rapalje homepage, the Sori and the Pixie 2 are not the biggest systems I make. If you want the bigger systems, I got them. It's depending on how much you want to spend. Just let me know, and I can design and build something for you. Oh, that did not went right. But okay, the wrong way. Not easy to. Oh, these are gone. I need to make more of these. Oh, good. Last two. Yeah, so I'm working on the system in the meantime, because many people ask me about it, and I don't have enough time to build them. So I'm not going to make any advertisement, but there are some systems on our Rapalje shop. These are the last ones. And oh, maybe it's looking good. Last one in, and then I will check your questions again. Goes there. All partly handmade, partly produced, partly 3D printed, CNC made. I will check it. Okay, when I've done this, I will check your comments. Putting these little thingies in. I'll show you on a ready build. This one. This is where the connections go in, and you can connect it to the wall and connect it to a cable. Very easy system. And now I put loudspeakers in. So I need another part here. Connect it. This is what I'm doing almost all day now. because of the many requests. Because when you hear it, I say it's the best sound system that you did not hear before. Maybe. Okay. Yeah. But I also like to please in the comments write me, how are you listening to music? Where is music coming from? When you're a musician and you have a nice piano at home, I'm still looking for a nice old black piano for my home. So if you know one for sale, I like the real sound of a piano or a real good recording with a good sound system. And I'm playing music from Tidal. It's like Spotify, but a little bit better sound quality because it's more information that's streamed to your system, and but also Spotify sounds good enough on the good sound system. Some people think Spotify doesn't sound good. They don't sound good on Sonos, but that's not Spotify. That's the loudspeaker system that doesn't sound as good as it should for the price that you're paying. I don't want to rent another system because they're doing the best to make a good, affordable system, but they also need to make money, and I don't want to make a lot of money on my systems. I just want it to be good. Compressor speakers, yes, sounds good. Lucy, can you use your systems in any room or space? Yes, I can say that, because if your room is bigger or smaller, you get a bigger or smaller system. It's depending on how much money you want to spend. If you want to be sure, and if you have a really big room, if you have like a church, and if you're living in a town hall, then this would be enough for you. But also, this also sounds good in a small room. But okay, it costs you 3,000 euros, and if you don't want to pay 1,000 euros, and you have two of these, like this, with a double subwoofer, you fill a normal living room space with sound. It has much more sound than you expect. But in the future, but if it's not enough, Lucy, just try it. If it's not enough, and you think it needs to be louder or farther, because this is not a normal system. It projects music in your room. It's not like a normal system. But if it's not loud enough, and if it doesn't fill your room enough, if you, for example, go online, you get the the Sorry or the Pixie 2 set. One is more fancy with wood on the sides, and the other one is only with fabric on that. But they sound the same, but one is looking better. If that is not enough, I also got them in every time doubled. So I got them in 2, 4, 8, and 16. And I started. Yeah, and if you have one of these, that's very good if you sit near to the system, or if you use it for desktop speaker system with your computer, or if you want to hear background music. It doesn't matter how far away you go. If you don't play so loud, also the small system. But yeah, I can, because with Rapalje we perform for 1,000 people very loud over the same system. But then we have 192 of these speakers aside with bigger subwoofers. So I can say that this one system, only this one system, as small as this or as big as you want, because it's a modular system. You just add more speakers and you get more sound. There is no limit on how loud this can be. If I put 1,000 speakers aside, we can play for 10, 20,000 people on one place. So that's the secret a little bit behind this system, that if it's not loud enough, you just say to me, I want a louder system. You give it back to me, pay something extra. The difference between the system. This is for all fans, all family, and all people I know, that if you have a system and you want a little bit, you want an upgrade, send it back, and I send you a double or 4 times or 8 times as big system for the extra price, and then you have the same sound again, but louder, more intense, and it goes a little bit further away in a bigger room, so you can sit further away with the same sound because it projects further. So yeah, big or small, yes, sounds good. Okay, Johanna is writing, my music comes from my laptop, not the best sound. You can connect your laptop with USB to this sound system, and then you have to say to your laptop, play the music over an USB cable over an external sound system. If you have a laptop and you connect if you have a laptop and you have the smallest system, this with a subwoofer, and you sit a half meter from it, then you won't believe how much sound you have from a laptop if you connect it just with USB cable, and then you get your sounds that you want. So everything is possible, and then yeah, when you go away with your laptop, you disconnect a USB cable, and the sounds come from your speakers out of your laptop. But there's a big difference between laptop and a sound system, that you can easily connect to it over the USB connection between the system and your. Yeah, that's also one of the features of this system that almost not of all the sound systems have, that you can connect it directly, and it sees it as a sound card, and it connects everything. Nice. Yeah. Okay. If you want more information, you can now go to the Zoom meeting, and I can tailor. If you want a better sound wherever you are, whatever you want, on the water, in your swimming pool, or in your helicopter. That's not easy. Well, it's possible. It is, but it's possible. I can explain why in the Zoom meeting. So I see you in the Zoom meeting right now, and I can help you with how you playing sound. What's the best way? Maybe we can talk about our LPs or cassettes sounding better than a live stream, or CDs or DVD. Whatever you have questions about sound in your life, let me know in the Zoom meeting right now. So I'm ending this live stream, and I'll see you next week. Next week, maybe we are at a special place and we talk about another festival again. So be easy and free, and see you very soon next time. See you in the Zoom meeting right now.